710 WNTM. Thank you very much for listening to the Uncle Henry Show. I appreciate that very much. Now, this hour, very excited to welcome back to the Uncle Henry Show microphones after he hadn't been on this show for many years. A local treasured musician. So beloved, he's already been given some kind of award this year. Welcome back to the Uncle Henry Show, Eric Erdman.
Hey.
Eric Erdman, it is so great to see you again on the Uncle Henry Show.
It's great to be here again on the Uncle Henry Show. Thank you for having me back, and I'm sorry it's been so long. I've been missing it.
It has been so long since I've interviewed you, Eric Erdman. I've really forgot everything about you and everything I've ever asked you.
That happens a lot.
And so now this will be like we've never had a show before together ever. So we can cover a lot of ground. Now, you, the listener, Eric Erdman, if you've lived in Mobile any length of time, you may have seen him all around town as part of different groups. I used to see Eric Erdman, as I've said on the air before, playing by himself on Dolphin Street.
Yep.
In nightclubs. I was dragged out to these places. We can't leave until he plays Moon Dance. All that kind of stuff.
Right.
Erdman, the Birdman, is that correct?
That was a while back, but yeah,
That was a while back.
There was a while.
Now, the reason I've invited Eric Erdman back in is because I like him, and also because he has launched a new podcast that is about Mobile's music scene. Before we get to your podcast, what have you been doing? What have you been up to?
Oh, man, just the same thing I've always done. I'm writing a lot of songs, playing a lot of songs everywhere, gigging all over the world, and luckily in the last little bit, I've had a lot of other artists that I really respect cut the songs, so that's good. That was the long game in the whole process.
Yes, indeed. Now, can we skip ahead to the part of some of these artists you respect cutting some of your songs? Who are some of these folks?
A lot of people, but most notably from here, our hometown heroes, the Red Clay Strays.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But yeah, a lot of people. Lauren Spring has a single out. My friend Tara Lynn Pfister, she just released a song Friday that's beautiful. I have very high hopes for that. Go listen to it. It's called Big Picture, if you're interested in checking it out. And,
okay.
Got one coming out this Friday on an artist named Beth Bahy.
Okay.
So there's tons. Matt Rogers released our song Whiskey Don't.
Okay. Now, before we talk about your podcast, let people know where they can find you and your music right now online.
Just Google Eric Erdman or Eric Erdman Music, but I also have a website, ericerdmanmusic.com.
Okay, ericerdmanmusic.com.
And all the socials, of course.
Now, your new podcast, you've got, I think, 3 episodes in now, and it's called Dealing. Is it called Dealing the Mobile Music Scene? What
Dealing the Mobile Sound, and I'll explain why.
Please tell me, why'd you name it that?
I don't want to offend you or make you feel awkward, because I'll explain where it came from.
Please.
We wanted to showcase Lynn Oldshoe. She contacted me because we're close friends, and we were also both close friends with Cat Certain. Rest in peace. And I don't think there's ever been a bigger champion of mobile music than Cat. And she said, well, Cat has been gone, and now it feels like there's a void that Cat left. And I know we can't fill it, but maybe we could do our part to fill it. So maybe we'll pick up the mantle and just try to showcase what we can. And so this podcast would be a good vehicle for that. So we said, well, where do you want to do it? And we didn't have any of those plans. And we said, well, let's meet at Callahan's and have lunch. And we said, well, let's have a business meeting in the green room because it's too loud out here. So we went in there and just talked over the particulars. Well, in the green room of Callahan's, the table is actually an old poker table just because that's what they had.
Right.
So we're sitting around this poker table for hours thinking about what we're going to do with these interviews. And finally I was like, oh, well, why don't we just use what we have? Why don't we just do it right here? And we'll just do a metaphorical poker game. There's no gambling. We're not doing any of that. But
okay, so you're kind of promoting gambling without actually gambling.
No. That's what I was trying to not do.
Well, I'm not yelling at you. I'm just remarking that you're promoting gambling, and you decided to. But that's where the dealing comes in.
We are playing. Yes, that's where the dealing comes in, and in order to structure the interview in kind of a just a fun way to keep it lighthearted. For example, the beginning segment, we say, ante up and tell me about the time you first put chips behind yourself in the music scene. And then, as like Texas Hold'em, there's a flop and a turn and a river. So we would say, what song did you write that flopped?
Okay.
When did music turn into something more professional? Who would you take with you to the Mobile River and go fishing with so you could have stories, etc.
Okay, so if I'm going to enjoy this podcast, do I need to learn about poker? Do I need to learn the terminology of poker to understand this?
I mean, no, we explain it every time. But
okay, okay, good.
Yeah.
That is always helpful to have things explained to people, especially me. I like that very much. So dealing the Mobile sound. So before we talk about individual episodes, you've had a few. Is there a distinct Mobile sound? This is something I've talked to Kat about.
It's very interesting. I am not 100% sure, but I guess so, because I can't describe it in words, but I can hear it, if that makes any sense. And,
yes.
And what's funny is because we're Port City, historically, you have more diversity of cultures just for hundreds of years, and therefore will be a bigger diversity in the music, no matter what you're trying to do. If you want to be a pure bluegrass player, you're going to get a little bit of the Excelsior band on you because you went to Mardi Gras.
Right.
And that's the beauty of it. And you can't manufacture that somewhere that doesn't have that. And I'm proud of that as a Mobilian.
Well, Kat used to talk about, he said there was and I'm not knowledgeable enough to tell you what his answer was, but he said there is a definitive Mobile sound.
Well, I believe Kat.
Yes.
I will say yes.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have to dig out that old episode and see what Kat said it was. So, has it been easy to get musicians to want to come in and talk?
Oh, absolutely. We love to talk, but I mean, they really put a lot of trust in Lynn and I, because I have no experience in hosting anything. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to be some great interviewer. I may hopefully learn to be better as it goes along, but it's just a way to talk. Everybody's happy to talk about their hometown and the things they gained from it. So it's not a big ask. It doesn't seem to be for them.
Right. And you may not consider yourself a great interviewer, but you can relate to their particular struggle or non-struggle, whatever it is, because you both do similar things.
That's true. It's fun. I mean, a benefit is that a lot of these people I consider my closest friends, but we're all busy on the road, gigging, recording, doing whatever. And so some of these people, this is the longest amount of time I've been able to sit down with them. We'll sit down for an hour and just catch up. So it's like, that's not the point of it, but it feels good to me.
Okay, so one of the reasons I haven't seen you in years is I wasn't on a podcast with you or something. All right, that's how you're going to keep up. That's a good way to keep up with your friends.
Well, you know what? We can fix that.